2 cans of sardines cost less than $4. I added them to my diet every single day for 30 days without changing anything else. One number in my blood work changed so dramatically, my doctor called me personally to ask what I had done. That is what this video is about. Not a sardine fast, not replacing what I eat, just adding 2 cans per day on top of my existing carnivore diet for 30 days and documenting everything that changed. I want to show you the research that made me try this, exactly what I noticed each week in the full blood work before and after, including the number that made my doctor pick up the phone. Sardines are having a moment right now, and it is not a wellness trend. The research that has come out in the last 2 years on this specific food is unlike anything I have seen for a single dietary addition. A study out of Barcelona tracked 150 people, half added 2 cans of sardines per week. The sardine group cut their risk of developing type 2 diabetes from 37% down to 8%. The lead researcher called it a huge scientific discovery. A 2023 review in Frontiers in Nutrition found that eating sardines produced broader cardiovascular benefits than fish oil capsules alone. Then a UK biobank study tracked 117,000 people. Those with the highest DHA levels had 17% lower all-cause mortality and 21% lower cardiovascular death risk. I read those studies and had one question: what would 2 cans per day do to my own blood work? Before I get into the experiment, I need to tell you something most people taking fish oil supplements do not know. A 2023 review in Frontiers in Nutrition found that eating sardines produced broader cardiovascular benefits than fish oil capsules alone. Not because sardines always have more omega-3, but because sardines deliver EPA and DHA alongside calcium, vitamin D, selenium, B12, taurine, and phospholipids in a naturally balanced matrix. Which sardine matters? Skin and bones in, packed in extra virgin olive oil, not water, not sunflower oil. Short ingredient list: sardines, olive oil, salt. I used Wild Planet and King Oscar in olive oil throughout the 30 days. Week 1. 2 cans of sardines per day, every day, added on top of my regular carnivore meals. First can mid-morning, second can in the evening. I want to be honest about week 1. It is not dramatic. The most noticeable thing in the first 7 days was not a transformation. It was a suppression of hunger between meals that I had not expected. 900 milligrams of EPA and DHA per can, twice daily, producing a satiety signal that is distinct from the satiety produced by protein or fat alone. By day 7, something else changed that I was not tracking. My sleep shifted. I woke on day 7 without an alarm, feeling completely rested. I noted it and moved on, thinking it might be coincidence. Week 2 would tell me it was not. Week 2. And I want to tell you about the moment I looked at my hands. By day 10, the slight redness and swelling I carry around my knuckle joints, chronic baseline inflammation I had stopped seeing, was visibly reduced. Skin over the joints looked smoother, the redness was gone. I took photographs. Day 1 versus day 10, the difference was visible. Here is what was happening. DHA and EPA incorporate into the phospholipid membrane of every cell in your body. Skin cells, joint cells, immune cells. At 2,700 milligrams of EPA and DHA per day, you are rebuilding your cell membranes with anti-inflammatory raw material. Your body produces signaling molecules called resolvins and protectins from EPA and DHA that actively turn off inflammation pathways. The sleep shift from week 1 was not coincidence. The knuckles were not coincidence. The omega-3 was being woven into the fabric of my cells. Week 3. Here is something I found in exactly one research paper that I have never seen discussed in any sardine content. Every can of sardines contains taurine, a clinically meaningful amount. In a 2022 paper published in Science, researchers found that taurine levels decline significantly with age, and that restoring taurine extended health span measurably in animals. Here is the connection nobody is talking about. Taurine is a direct precursor to GABA, the calming neurotransmitter. GABA reduces cortisol. Cortisol is what wakes you at 3 in the morning. When taurine is available, your brain produces more GABA naturally. I believe the sleep improvement I noticed in week 1 was partly the taurine, not only the omega-3, and that restoring taurine extended health span measurably in animals. I want to be honest, yeah, this comes from one paper, not a body of clinical trial evidence. I am sharing what I noticed and what the biology plausibly explains. By day 30, the results were compounding in ways I had not anticipated. The inflammation markers I had been tracking subjectively, joint comfort, skin quality, sleep depth, had continued improving through the entire month. 46 grams of complete protein, 1,800 milligrams of omega-3, and a nutrient matrix that tells your brain it has what it needs. By day 30, I did not want to stop, and the reason surprised me. It was not how I felt physically. It was what the sardines had done to my default behavior around food. When I opened the refrigerator, I reached for the sardine tin first, not because I had forced myself to, because a month of doing it had recalibrated what felt natural. The default had changed, and changing your default is the only dietary intervention that actually lasts. The blood work. Day 31 morning. Same comprehensive panel as day 0, LDL, unchanged. I did not expect sardines to significantly alter my LDL, and they did not. Triglycerides dropped from 44 to 31. 31. A clinical low most people never see. This is the number my doctor called about. She had never seen a triglyceride reading that low in an adult patient not on a medically supervised protocol. HDL, up from 81 to 86. High sensitivity CRP, the inflammation marker, down 44%. 44% reduction in systemic inflammation in 30 days from adding 2 cans of sardines. And the number I had not tested before this experiment, the omega-3 index. This measures the percentage of EPA and DHA in your red blood cell membranes, the most accurate measure of your actual omega-3 status. My result? 11.2%. Optimal is above 8. The average American tests between 4 and 6. 11.2%. From 2 cans of sardines per day for 30 days. I want to know 2 things from you. Are you currently taking a fish oil supplement? If so, what does your triglyceride number look like on your most recent blood work? And if you have tried sardines before and stopped, what stopped you? Because I think the answer for most people is the taste. Comment sardine below, and I will send you the 3 ways I eat them that make them genuinely enjoyable. I eat 2 cans a day. I had to figure out how to make that sustainable. My next video is about a food the carnivore community considers the king of nutrition, but that most people, including most carnivore dieters, are not eating enough of. It has more vitamin A than any other food, more B12 than sardines, and more CoQ10 than any supplement you can buy. Subscribe so you do not miss it. Share this video with someone who is taking a fish oil supplement every day, because they deserve to know what the research actually shows about whole food versus isolated supplements. I am Josh. This is Created Carnivore. Real food does not have an ingredient list.